Mark's never on the deck. Mark's got never on site, to be honest with you. You're lucky to see him once a month, right, to be honest with you, but he is the sales manager. Okay, so they've said Europe to you. We're writing down Europe. Hawaii. They want to do a cruise probably. Whatever the destinations, I need you to write them down. But next to that question, I need you to write 3 other questions that you're going to ask these people. When, where, and how much. Next to that question of the 5 dream destinations. When, where, how much.
How much meaning how much they would extend? How much?
We'll get to that shortly. You've done the 5 destinations. John and Mary, let me ask you a quick question. You said Europe to me. Is that a dream or is it reality? A lot of them will probably say it's a dream. Why is it a dream? Affordability. That's why it's a dream. John and Mary, when would you like to do that? 2021. Have you seen how much it costs? Yeah, it's about 20 grand. John and Mary, if I can show you today a way, let me do you a little example. This is what I used to do. 2 people, return airfares. We'll say Sydney, Rome. Would you agree with me, John and Mary, that it's roughly about $1,700, $1,800 each? We'll work on round figures, about 2 grand return flights for a person. So 2 people, you're looking at about $4,000. John and Mary, if you went to Europe and you did Rome and you did Paris and you did Germany and you did it in peak season, you did that in June, July, August, in their summer, how much do you think it would cost for 7 nights accommodation in a 5-star villa? Would you agree with me you wouldn't get much change out of $4,000 or $5,000 a week in a 5-star in destinations like Rome and Paris and Venice? By 4 weeks, because you're not going to go over there for 1 week, you're going to go over for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So you're doing 4 weeks in 5-star, you're looking at about let's say $16,000. A trip, a good Europe trip, is about 20 grand. But if I can show you today, John and Mary, and I can guarantee you I can book it for you today. By becoming a member with me today, you can book it right now. 2 people, return airfares. 4 weeks accommodation in 5-star. And I could give you change on $5,000. Would that Europe now still be a dream, or will it be reality?
Reality.
If they have given you a destination of Europe, tell yourself you just earned yourself $1,000 for the day, because you should be getting a deal. Because anybody that wants to do Europe, anybody who wants to do the States, as a member with us today, that's what it's going to really cost them. How do I get that figure? We'll beat that price, but I'm going to still leave the 4 grand in it. 4 weeks with our company, staying at Germany, is going to cost you probably $199. Staying in France is going to cost you probably $199. Staying in Italy is going to cost you $199. Staying in the UK, $199. By 4, that's $1,000. Remember I said I'll even get you change? I got your $8 change out of that. That's using your airfares. The dearest part of a holiday is your accommodation. That's the dearest part of your holiday. Yes, you can choose to stay at the Fave Hotel. You can choose to stay at Grandma's on Sunset Road there and pay $50 a night, $60 a night. $50 a night by 7 nights, $350. $350 staying in a shithole that doesn't even have a fridge. And your view is that wall, that wall, that wall, and that wall. You haven't even got a window. John and Mary, if I can show you a resort today that's going to be less than half what you've paid for yours, and you're in luxury, what would you say? Yes, you're only spending $350, but I'm going to show you something today that's going to cost you $100. You've got to put them on that dream. It's got to go on there. And this survey sheet is the one that's creating it. It's giving you all the information. That's why I said to put those 3 questions beside that question there, right? When, where, how much? Because that's your ammunition to doing things like this to show them. Get into, with that question there, staying on it for a sec, you've done your 5 destinations. If they said to you, these destinations are a dream, write the word dream beside it. Write dream, like that. This is what I used to do. I write dream beside it. But then I would stop and sizzle a little bit. But if I could make you get on that holiday for the same amount of money that you have spent coming to Bali, where would you have gone, John and Mary? Would you have gone to Bali or would you have gone to Hawaii? I guarantee everyone's going to say Hawaii. So is it fair enough then, John and Mary, that that can become a reality? So cross out your dream and put reality. What you've done there, you've closed the door. You must be always closing your doors. Your next question is, it's a bingo one. Have you ever been on a cruise? Would you like to go on a cruise? Guys, as honest I can be to you, I've done this job many years. I have never, ever, ever missed a sail if the people have been on a cruise or would like to do a cruise. You will not miss a sail if you've done your job right. Because nobody in the entire world will come close to us on our cruises. Back home in Australia, they're smashing the buggery out of it on getaways and all that, right? The Rhine River Cruise. It's advertised on every TV station. Am I correct in saying it's around about the $20,000 mark? Yeah. Yeah. By becoming a member with me today, I can guarantee you, I can give you that cruise for 2 people for $11,000. The saving on one cruise alone is covering your lifetime of membership. If people are doing cruises, please start smiling, because truly, honest to God, it's an open checkbook. Because nobody can beat us on cruises, right? A lot of them like to do a cruise, get off at a certain destination at a port, and then go and spend 3 or 4 nights there. This company here can put them into that accommodation for those 3 or 4 nights. This company here can have a car there, picking them up, dropping them off, done it all. We do all that. And these are all the things we're going to learn in the next couple of days of our training, all right? They say a cruise, ask them which cruise they would like to do. Write that cruise down. They want to do a Caribbean. Last question. John and Mary, please tell me 5 things you must have on your holiday to make your holiday perfect. Again, this is ammunition for you for your presentation. Right? A lot of them are going to say Wi-Fi is number 1. Right? A lot of them are going to say beach. A lot of them are going to say comfort. Good food. Now, looking at the answers I just gave you now, when you're in that room here at Karma Royal Jimbaran, John and Mary, is this comfort? Your own private Wi-Fi. I'm going to show you the restaurant shortly. The beach is across the road. You're using all this information that they've given you already. And that's why when you ask them the 5 things that they must have on their holiday, right? Some might say, I want total privacy, right? How much more privacy can you get here at Karma Jimbaran or Karma Kandara? Some might say, I want to be in the middle of it, right? Go straight to Sonora, you're in the middle of everything. Those 5 points there is something that when you're taking them into the room, you've got to raise these 5 points that they've raised to you. Right? Because everything that they ever come up with, we've got them on our resorts. Right? Massages. Just list goes on. All right? The very last question, pointless. Years ago we had it on there to find out if these people had a credit card on them and things like that. Now everybody does their online banking and things, so I just say to everybody, really? Traveller's checks, I think they went out with pointy toe shoes, didn't they? Right? I'm not ever going to ask you last question. It says something about how do you normally pay for things. It's cash and credit, isn't it? And I just tick it like that, right? You've looked at this, right? Before now you call your manager. That 12,000, I've circled it. Right? I've circled that 12,000. My manager's going to come over the table and he's got Europe there and I've got 2021 beside it. I've got a cruise there, right, that they want to do, a Caribbean cruise. Do not get off this piece of paper until you called your manager over. You must call your manager for the survey sheet. Because what he's doing now, he's getting you information, right? He's the one that's going to work on this while you're working on them as well, right? They've put Europe. And when one of those questions was where? Spain, Rome, whatever. The next time he comes to the table, he's going to have some sheets on Rome, Spain. Well, if they've put Caribbean, he's going to come out with a printout of Caribbean cruise. And he's going to say to him, John and Mary, do you know how much that Caribbean cruise is? Have you checked it out? It's about $7,000. That's how much it is with us, $2,400. He's building his own ammunition as well. If he's looking at this sheet of paper and dream destinations are Bali, 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 you've got work to do and he's got work to do. But I half covered that ground a little bit by saying, do you want to come to Bali? No drama. I've got one of my personal members that comes here 7 times a year. 7 times a year comes to Bali. Never been anywhere else, only comes to Bali. He sits at that White Sands for 2 weeks every couple of months. It costs him $198 for 2 weeks. That's what he pays. He said it's cheaper than going to the Gold Coast. It's cheaper than going to Melbourne. I get airfares for $200 return. It's in Perth. I get airfares for $200 return. I spend $200 for a couple of weeks accommodation. That's where it's up to you to work it out and work on it. If it is Bali, Bali, Bali. Yes, it makes you a little bit ill when you see Bali, 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 Bali. But work on it. And you work on it when you're in the show apartments. John and Mary, you'd like to come to Bali every single year? Beautiful. The world is big out there though. It's a massive world out there. Find out why Bali. I'll guarantee you most of them are going to turn around and say, it's cheap. It's cheap. Okay. If I could get you Hawaii for the same amount of money, where would you go? Bali or Hawaii? I guarantee you, this Bali is going to change. It's going to change. It's no longer going to be Bali. But unfortunately, a lot of people up in that stairs there, when they get Bali, they call the manager over and say, Pete, can I see you please? Yep. You met John and Mary before when you did the gifting? Yes. John and Mary just like doing Bali. What they've done is they've just dropped me down too. Right? Pete, can I see you for a minute? You remember John and Mary? These lovely people love Bali. So do I, that's why I live here. That's the reason I live here. I love to enjoy it. I've been here 19 years. But unfortunately, Pete, they stay in a shithole. They stay at the Fave Hotel. I need your authority to show them how this works and take them down and show them our quality accommodation and show them how they can be staying here in Bali every year, right? At a fraction of what they're spending for a shithole. Instead of, they only want to do Bali. Have that in. This is all emotion, it's got to be emotion. If there's no emotion, you've got no chance. Mm-hmm. None. You've got to get these people involved with you. You've got to draw them in. And that's where it all is, right there. You have finished this survey, you put your hand up, you're sitting in the correct position, you see that your manager has acknowledged that your hand's up, put your hand down, right? He will come over as soon as he can. And if he doesn't come in that minute, don't panic, right? I had one stupid person there the other day, just out of training, and I'm telling you exactly like I say to you, continue on. Get back to your warm-up. Open your big black book. Open that up. Start showing them, right? Wait till your manager comes over. What he did, he left his couple alone. He walked up to the manager's table and said, can you come over to the table and answer this for me? What did the two people do? Mm-hmm. They broke the pack. Never, ever, ever leave your clients. If you have to go to the bathroom, put your hand up. Pete, can I see you please? Pete, if you can excuse me please, I just need to go to gents. Could you have a chat to John and Mary for me while I pop down? If Mary's got to go to the toilet, let me see, get one of the girls. Can you please show Mary where the ladies is? Right? John wants to go to the toilet. Billy, can you do us a favour, mate? Can you just show John where the toilet is? You've got plenty of people standing around you. Don't ever leave your couple alone. The minute you leave your couple alone, they're breaking the pack. And breaking the pack is very simple. It's the last thing on his sheet. I used to have a joke about it. John and Mary, you know in the cab you got in did it before? Did you see the camera on the corner? Too smart for you. Which one of you said in that taxi, doesn't matter how good this is, doesn't matter how nice the guy or girl is, doesn't matter how cheap it is, we're not doing anything today. I know which one said it because the camera, I saw the camera before. Is there really a camera? Was there really a camera? I'm only joking. There's no camera in there, right? But I know one of you said it, and you'll guarantee you the man will go, he'll dob her in, because it's always the woman that says, we're not doing anything today. That break in the pack, again, very, very important, and I need you virtually to know it off by heart, word for word. All right? If I could show you a membership that would save you thousands and thousands of dollars off your holiday costs, will greatly benefit your family as well, then what would you do? Or better still, what should you do? Wait for a response. What you're doing there is you're building up that point of this is what we're all about today. Right? If it's affordable, if you like it, and if you understand it, it's going to be simple at the end, John and Mary. Your answer will be yes. But if it's not affordable, or you can't use it, or you don't like it, your answer is very simple at the end, John and Mary. The answer is no. You still will receive your gift. 100%. But all I ask at the end is the simple courtesy of a straight yes or no today. Always get to that. It is very, very important. Sorry?
Is that bit missing?
No, it's in there. It's on the warm up to the product. Point before it. But you finish off, and this is why I'm going to get to that point right now, Linda. All right? Now, with that, you've noticed how I've gone from certain points to other points. Right? When you start learning this, and you start learning, for example, warm up to the product, let me explain why we invited you to see us today. Right? You might use parts of that like I just did at the end. Right? That gift, I will use that gift. You're going to receive that today, right? At least a half a dozen times through this. John and Mary, is that fair enough? Is that a fair compensation for an hour or so of your time? What I'm going to do today, right? Out of those free prizes, you said to me the holiday, right, was the one you'd love to have. Well, John and Mary, let's look at the destinations. We've got on here the destinations being Bali, Thailand, India, or Germany. Which one of those destinations would you use it in? I can guarantee you 1,000,000,000% they're going to say to you Bali. And if they don't say Bali, they'll say Thailand. Be smart. Go to this book, open up the book, and go to Indonesia. John and Mary, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to take you up very shortly, and I'm going to show you this resort here. Right? I'm going to show you that. If you have won the 7 nights accommodation today, that's where you can use it in. That's where you can use it in. And I'm going to show you the quality right now. When they're looking at that and saying, hold on, I can really stay there for nothing. Yes, you can. That's our thank you for your time today. But if they say something like Thailand to you, right? John and Mary, would it be Koh Samui, Chiang Mai, or Phuket? Which one? Oh, Phuket. Go to your Phuket page and show them. Take them over to the computers and show them on the computer that resort. Show them the live pictures on the computer. That's yours today, John and Mary. No one can take that off you. That's our thank you for your time for coming in and seeing us. Now, minimum value, John and Mary, is $2,500. Now, You might be unlucky and get the stupid 2 million rupiah. But I tell you something, what I will do for you though, John and Mary, if underneath that sticker is the 2 million rupiah and you become a member of me today, I'll make sure the boss throws in an extra week's holiday. Because they will throw it in if it's 2 million rupiah. The 7 nights. The 7 nights cost us nothing, guys, to give these people. What are we doing with? Holidays, right? But I can guarantee you 1 trillion% to answer that look, right? There won't be 2 million rupiah under there. If there is, your manager would have told you before you started your presentation. All right? Somewhere on these cards, there's a little mark that tells us, right, which is a 2 million rupiah, which is a GoPro, and not marked, it's the 7 nights accommodation. All right? The 2 million rupiah goes out probably once a month. The GoPro goes out probably 2 to 3 times a month, right? But you will be told by your manager they've got a GoPro under their card. So you won't use what I just used there, right, about the holiday, right? When I call my manager over, right, I would turn around if I knew I had a deal. I know they've got a GoPro underneath there. Boss, can I see you for a sec, please? John and Mary are really going to join with us today, right? Can we peel that sticker off now? Because I'm hoping that if it's not the holiday, you're going to give them one anyway if they join with us. Setting the grounds because I already know it's a GoPro. And he's already said to me they can have the holiday as well. It's all little things that you will learn when you're upstairs, right? These, again, I'm going to go through bad experiences. One lovely lady that used to work upstairs, she told her couple they could have any prize they wanted. Right? She had a couple from Russia who were very, 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 very rude. As a matter of fact, we never had a couple like that ever. They were really rude. And probably Russians are very, very pleasant, quiet people up there. We get a lot of them, right? But this couple was smart asses. So they said to her, "Oh, we'll take the 2 million rupiah." She said, "Okay, fine." 2 things she did wrong was 1, agreeing that they could have anything. 2, she went on and did her presentation, never called her manager to verify the gift. So when it got to the presentation, got to the 1 hour exactly on the dot, because they've just been promised they're going to get the 2 million rupiah, these people stood up and said, "We want our money. Your hour's up." And she said, "Oh, I haven't finished my presentation." "No, we want our money now." So she took them downstairs here. She rang me and said, "I think I've just made a mistake. I need to give these people the 2 million rupiah." I said, "You are not giving anybody 2 million rupiah." I said, "Call the manager over and get a manager to explain how you didn't. Why didn't you call him?" Anyway, cut long story short, I said, "No, you're not." She got in the car with the driver and the couple. She went to an ATM and pulled that out of her own pocket and gave him 2 million rupiah. Manager upstairs found out and she was gone immediately. Right? No, they don't choose which prize it is, right? It's what's underneath there. What's underneath there is very simple. It's an A. An A is 7 nights accommodation. And that's what they're all going to have underneath it, right? Okay, so again, what we're doing, the girls at reception are verifying that they're going to receive these gifts today. You are verifying they're going to receive these gifts today. You're calling your manager over to the table to verify that you're receiving these gifts today. All right? Getting back to our survey sheet, you're calling the manager over, right? Shane, can I see you please? Shane comes over to the table. You put that in front of him, where he's going to sit, because I'm sitting over there, Shane's going to sit here, John and Mary are here. Shane, I've just gone through the survey sheet. John and Mary got some amazing destinations here. Can I please have your authority, show them how it all works, right? And then show them the quality of our accommodation. That's all you need to say, and he will turn around and he'll look at that and he'll say, Europe, 2013, $12,000. Guys, you're spending a lot of money. Yes, Pete. Show them how it works. Do a quick version though, right? Do a quick version though, but show them how it all works, and then take them for a drive and show them our quality accommodation. He has looked at this, he's going to go back to his desk, and he's going to do his own preparation and join in on your presentation. Right? Manager must be called after the gift. Manager must be called after survey sheet. Any questions so far?
Just 2 times? You can
Up
call
till
me.
now, you can call them extra, right? For example, if you get a question, you may even know the answer, right? Turn around. Never, ever, ever get in a debate with these people, right? For example, oh look, we've got a massage booked. Really? John and Mary, not a problem. I'm going to quickly show you what this is all about, right? And I'm going to get you out in time for your massage. At the end, if you don't like what you see, not a problem. We're going to get you a gift. We're going to get you back on your holiday. Oh, you're not going to your massage. You've got to stay here for... No, don't get into a debate. Never, ever, ever get into a debate. Look, we're not going to make a decision today. Not a problem, John. I would make a decision on the same day as well. I agree with you. You don't have to. My role as a Karma Lifestyle Consultant is to answer any questions to you and show you how it all works. If I feel there is a membership that suits your needs, I'll recommend one. If there's not, we're going to get you a gift and get you back on your holiday. Now, I'm not getting into a debate. No, we're not doing anything today. No, but you have to make a decision today. You're gone. Their backs are up. Never, ever do that. Always compliment on it. On that point you're saying there, if you get that situation there, and you find you're struggling to answer it, where they want to leave, call your manager. Shane, can I see you please for a minute? John and Mary have been great up to now, but now they're telling me they're not making a decision today. I don't think they like me. Help me. Joke with it. Help me. I used to at times go like this. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a sheet of paper to talk with. I call the manager over and I turn around and say, someone would say to me, we're not doing anything today. Absolutely no way in the world. Not a problem. You know, everything we've done today, if you don't like it, bad luck. I'm still going to get you gifts. As soon as I threw that over like that, one of the managers would see it. And they know I need some sort of help. And they'd walk past the table. Oh, Pete, you got a second for a minute? John and Mary are not making a decision today, mate. I've thrown my sheets away already. So I've told them. I'm not going to push them. We're going to go up to the beach now, go and sit at the beach for a little while, all right? Don't get into a debate. All right? Let them come over. Let them sort it out. Right? But any questions you're asked, if you don't know the answer, this is just to answer your point 2 times. Sometimes you can call a manager at a table 10 times. Right? But through your whole presentation, I am demanding you call your manager at least 4 times. And I'm going to tell you the spots to call them. I've given you 2 today, 2 being the gift and the survey sheet. Right? They're the 2 times you must. Any extras are just bonuses. Remember one thing, those managers up there do not earn 1 single rupiah if you don't write a deal. Okay. None of them are on salaries, like all of yous, right? On commission. If I write a deal for Linda, I get paid, and she gets paid. If I don't write a deal for her, I don't get paid. So all of them up there are the same. So what are they going to do? Get you that deal, hungry, right? They're going to use this. They're going to use this to get all the ammunition they want as well to help you along. This, in the next couple of days of our training, I'm going to refer back to this page 1,000 times. Right? This is going to come out 1,000 times. This is your Bible. This must be always sitting on your table next to the chair that you want your managers to be sitting on. Right?
At what point can we take them to the beach? How does that work?
Right. We've done this now, right?
Or do we?
Yeah, you do. Now, as I said before, you're going to have 5 sheets of paper to do your presentation.